In today's video, we're diving into a topic that has sparked a surprising amount of buzz across photography and filmmaking communities: the possibility of DJI releasing its first ever standalone mirrorless camera. Although this idea is still floating in rumor territory without any official confirmation from the company, the amount of speculation online suggests it's worth taking seriously. Many early hints, industry conversations, and small breadcrumbs dropped across forums and discussion groups point toward DJI potentially entering the mirrorless camera market as soon as 2025. Considering DJI's reputation for innovation and its massive influence on modern imaging technology, the thought of them stepping into this space is both exciting and disruptive. So today, we're going to explore why this move actually makes sense for DJI, what kind of creators this camera might target, and the types of features people are expecting or hoping for. We'll also consider the potential price, the competitive landscape, and how a DJI-branded mirrorless system could reshape the industry if it does indeed become a reality. Let's begin by examining why the idea itself feels believable. DJI has never produced a traditional mirrorless camera before, but they have built an enormous empire around imaging. The company revolutionized drone photography and videography with their Phantom, Inspire, and Mavic series, essentially setting the standard for aerial imaging worldwide. Their gimbal technology, from the Ronin stabilizers to the Osmo series, has become the benchmark for smooth handheld footage. Even their smaller consumer products like the pocket cameras and action cameras show their deep involvement in the imaging ecosystem. They've consistently pushed boundaries with stabilization, portability, wireless control, and ease of use. Adding to this, DJI's partnership with Hasselblad brings an entirely new dimension to the equation. DJI acquired a major stake in Hasselblad several years ago, and since then, Hasselblad's renowned color profiles and imaging science have made their way into DJI's high-end drones. Cameras like the Mavic 3 and Mavic 3 Pro proudly advertise Hasselblad Natural Color Solution HNCS, demonstrating that the collaboration is more than just branding, it's a fusion of engineering and photographic heritage. Hasselblad is one of the most respected names in medium-format photography, known for natural colors, rich dynamic range, and faithful tonality. If DJI were to blend Hasselblad's imaging philosophy with their own expertise in stabilization and motion-based shooting, the combination could form a mirrorless camera that feels fresh, refined, and highly appealing to modern creators. But who exactly would such a camera be built for? Based on the tone of discussions circulating online, the hypothetical DJI mirrorless camera doesn't appear to be imagined as an entry-level or mass-market product. Instead, it seems aimed at serious enthusiasts, hybrid shooters, and working professionals who need one body capable of delivering both high-quality photo and video performance. These are people who expect a camera to be versatile enough to handle weddings, events, high-end corporate work, travel documentaries, social media content, and even occasional studio photography. This isn't a device someone uses as a secondary tool. It would be positioned as a main workhorse, the camera that stays in a creator's bag day after day. Placing the camera in that space puts it in direct competition with heavy hitters like the Sony A1, Canon R5, Nikon Z8, Panasonic S1H, and Fujifilm X-H2 series. These are cameras designed to perform at a professional level across many environments. If DJI enters the market, it will need to demonstrate not only technological capability but also system reliability, accessory compatibility, and long-term development potential. The rumored camera is being imagined as something meant to stand alongside legends of hybrid performance, not as an experimental side project or a niche specialty device. Now, let's break down some of the features people are expecting or hoping a DJI mirrorless camera would include. The first and most obvious area where DJI could shine is stabilization. Stabilization isn't an optional feature for DJI, it's part of their DNA. DJI gimbals are famous for providing buttery smooth movement. If their mirrorless camera includes an in-body stabilization system IBIS enhanced by their experience with motorized gimbals, it could become one of the most stable handheld cameras ever made. Creators imagine smoother walking shots, less jitter when shooting run-and-gun scenes, and more controlled handheld video even without a dedicated stabilizer. For documentary filmmakers, travel videographers, and handheld shooters, this could be a huge selling point. Next, let's talk about color. Hasselblad's involvement almost guarantees that color profiles and processing would be a major focus. Hasselblad's color science is often described as natural, elegant, and timeless, qualities that many modern cameras struggle to replicate without heavy grading. A DJI mirrorless camera equipped with Hasselblad-inspired tones could offer beautiful footage and stills right out of camera. Skin tones might look more organic, highlights more controlled, and shadows more nuanced. For creators who want cinematic output without spending hours in post-production, this would be a major advantage. Video performance would be another critical area. DJI's user base consists largely of videographers, so any mirrorless camera they produce would almost certainly emphasize strong video recording options. Higher resolutions like 6K or 8K are already standard expectations in the conversations, along with slow motion modes, high bit depth, and robust codecs. A well-designed menu system, something DJI already excels at, could make video settings easier to access and switch during fast-paced shoots. People imagine an interface that blends the fluid touch-based experience of a DJI drone with the detailed control expected in a professional camera. Another hopeful expectation is a flexible or modular body design. DJI has experimented with modularity in the Ronin 4D and even in some action cameras, so a mirrorless body with optional modules doesn't feel unrealistic. Some imagine a core camera with add-on components that could transform it from a compact travel camera into a production-ready video rig. Accessories like detachable handles, wireless monitoring units, and audio modules could match DJI's existing accessory ecosystem, making the camera adaptable to different styles of work. Wireless performance is also a massive talking point. DJI's wireless systems are some of the fastest and most reliable in the industry. Their apps for mobile control, live monitoring, and quick transfers already outperform many traditional camera brands. If DJI integrates similar capabilities into a mirrorless camera, creators could shoot, review, and upload footage with less friction. Remote monitoring through a smartphone or tablet could become as easy as connecting a drone or gimbal. Many creators already rely heavily on DJI Fly and DJI Mimo app, so a mirrorless camera that connects seamlessly would offer a smooth, cohesive workflow. Now let's shift to the estimated pricing. Early conversations suggest a possible price point around $2,897.79. This figure places the camera in the premium but accessible range for hybrid shooters. It's high enough to signal serious professional capability, but low enough to appeal to buyers who want a flagship-level tool without jumping into ultra-expensive medium-format systems. Of course, the final price would depend heavily on specifications such as sensor size, frame rates, build quality, and included features. Still, this estimate gives us an idea of where DJI might position itself strategically, right in that sweet spot where enthusiast and professional markets overlap. To wrap things up, the idea of a DJI mirrorless camera arriving in 2025 is genuinely exciting. It combines DJI's strengths, stabilization, wireless integration, and filmmaking innovation with Hasselblad's color heritage and photographic excellence. Such a camera could appeal to filmmakers, photographers, travel creators, studio professionals, and social media storytellers alike. Whether these rumors materialize remains to be seen, but the concept alone reveals how much potential exists if DJI decides to take this bold step.